Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota.
Hey, this is Badin High's Zach Schweitzer, and you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Hello, Butler County High School sports enthusiasts. You're locked into another live internet radio broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. We're moving right along in the area high school football postseason action. Tonight takes us to Monroe Hornet Stadium, where it is the Badin Rams taking on the Alter Knights in a Division III Region 12 regional semifinal contest. Badin sits at 8-3 after taking down Ross a week ago, while Alter stands at 7-4 following their win against Chaminade Julienne. I'm Chris Vogt alongside our long-lost color commentator, Joey Vogt. Joey, glad to have you back in the booth, brother.
Chris, once again, thanks for having me back, and it seems like we are destined every time I'm away from the booth to always catch up back here at the Hornet's Nest. I am excited for this one. I have not slept. I've been waiting all week for this game. We've been talking about it all week. It's high school playoff football, and it's Badin and Alter. You cannot beat this atmosphere.
Well, first, I want to congratulate you. You've been away, getting engaged and stuff, so congrats on that, brother. I'm happy for you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my October was fully busy setting up being a fiancé, and it worked out, and I'm happy to... very happy, and I appreciate those kind words, so thank you.
All right, well, down to business, brother. The Badin-Alter matchup in the postseason seemed to be a trend as of late. Last year, the Knights blanked the Rams 13-0 in the regional semifinals in 2018. But before we get too much further, we're going to go ahead and hit up the national anthem here, so hold on one just moment. All right, well, we're going to be back to action here. The Badin-Alter matchup, Joey, in the postseason seemed to be a trend as of late. Last year, the Alter Knights blanked the Rams 13-0 in the regional semifinals. In 2018, on a bitterly cold evening in Middletown, Joey, I'd expect this to be exactly what people have, exactly what people want to see here at Monroe Hornet Stadium, and that's playoff football at its finest.
I completely agree with that. What we will not see is what happened in October, I believe. Badin pretty much dominating that whole game. 42-7 was the final over Alter. We do and should expect frigid temperatures tonight as we approach kickoff. 29 degrees ranging from there. And once we get this game rolling, and I'm really starting to see a trend here, these two schools are getting quite familiar with one another in the playoffs and a date in the regional semifinals. And it's starting to become not only are they rivals in the GCL, but it's also becoming a playoff rivalry.
I mean, it's going to be fun to see. But before we get ahead of ourselves here, Joey, let's go ahead and welcome in some of our sponsors. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network, where we are at Monroe Hornet Stadium for some Division III Regional 12 semifinal action here at the Badin Rams and the Alternites take the field here shortly. We're about 5 minutes off. But to set a little bit of the scene, Joey, when we saw Badin against Ross in Week 1 and then Talawanda on our broadcast in Week 2, all the buzz has been changed regarding what the Rams have done since. Starting out 0-2 in the first two contests, reeling off 7 of their last 8. Well, now it's 8 of their last 9. Joey, these Rams are a completely different squad, and Nick Yordy and company has made some proper adjustments to get them here to this point.
Well, Chris, adjustments is really an understatement. You could possibly consider Badin as one of the hottest teams around the county, and as you just stated, winning 8 out of their last 9.
They are the hottest team around the county.
Pretty much, yeah. And one of the reasons I believe they have been so successful is their spread offense. They love to go to that spread offense, and why not? They have their 1,000-yard rusher, Alex DeLong, and when they need a big play in the air, they utilize Josh Hegeman, who's averaging 16.9 yards per reception. They have Marshall Flagg, who's averaging 13.6 yards per reception, and David Schweinfuss, who's averaging 14.8 yards per reception. Chris, not only can they attack you via the ground, but you better believe if there is a time called upon late in the game that will utilize one of their 3 talented receivers to come up with a big play. Just 2 things I would like to focus on for Badin to defeat the Knights tonight. I do think Marshall Flagg must have an impact tonight for the Rams to topple Alter again. Flagg was held quiet on the rushing side in their first meeting in October, but he did have 6 receptions for 59 yards, and I would like to see Badin utilize him more tonight. 2, I believe, special teams. Badin needs to find a way to make short drives for Switzer and company to topple Alter. And finally, for Badin, it's their defense, which has been the best in the GCL, giving up only 47 points in the league. Senior Joshua Hegeman is one I'm going to be watching tonight at defensive back. He's tied for second in the GCL for interceptions, and this Rams defense also have a talented group of linebackers from junior Michael Schweinfuss, senior Evan Schlensker, and brother of Michael, junior David Schweinfuss. So as you can tell, there is loads of talent here on offense and defense. But I have to give my kudos out to the defensive coordinator for the Rams, Joe Schagel. From the first 2 weeks of the season, he has completely changed the mood of this defense, and they have been incredible in GCL playing last week against Ross as well.
All right, Joe, I think you hit it basically exactly what has pinpointed Badin at this point, but we were able to catch up with Badin head coach Nick Yordy to tell us about the preparation this week and what he expects out of this Badin Ultra contest.
Badin head coach Nick Yordy. Nick, familiar foe. Would you expect anything less at this point in the playoffs right now?
Oh, no, not. I mean, 2 GCL teams, playing in Week 12. I mean, what more could you ask for? And, even though Alter's down a little bit, I mean, they did what they had to do to get here, and we know they're a very good football team, and we're preparing for a battle.
Talk about the week of preparation. Sounds like it was all full head of steam.
Oh, yeah. Weather obviously had a little factor in there with the snow and stuff and us having, the grass field up there. But, hey, we do what we had to do. Do what we needed to do what we could do, and try to get ready to go win a football game.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
That was Badin head coach Nick Yorty. Nick Yorty, always a treat to talk to. When we put our schedule on our Badin on our schedule, we had Badin scheduled for that Talawanda contest, and unfortunately, with us doing abroad, I just haven't been able to talk to Nick until now. So, but I've been keeping up with him throughout the entire season. But it's nice to see a Badin contest here live again. But hey, looks like we're going to be kicking off here shortly. We'll go ahead and tackle the altar side of things here shortly, but we're gonna say hey to our sponsors once more before we get the kickoff. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Zach Schweitzer, and you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to Monroe. We're here set to kick off. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. So Joey, we've seen the Monroe Hornet Stadium quite often, so we should be familiar with this terrain here.
Oh, absolutely. And if it was just like the last game we had, 2 scores in a matter of 23 seconds.
Right. Yeah, that was when Monroe took on. It was Valley View, I believe it was. It was Madison. That was fun times. So it looks like Badin's going to be kicking off the altar. Badin wearing their white jerseys with their green numbers. And a little swift kick to the right there, and that's going to go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Looking at Michael Swinefuss's kick there, and I'm kind of a little perplexed, but hey, I like it. I like it, but he just had a little too much leg on that if he's going to try and get that as a recovery. So
a little squib down the right-hand side. I think he was looking for probably a little trickery there.
Right. Hey, you know what? Hey, why not start the contest?
It's the regional semifinals, Chris.
Yep. Why not start this contest off with a little bit of a bang? Altar's going to take this first drive at their own 41-yard line. Altar wearing their yellow pants with their brown jerseys, white numbers, and yellow hats. They will be moving from right to left on your device. Looks like we've got a full house backfield. One man split to the left. Cale Steneman, the quarterback, he pitches it over to number
outside.
1. Yeah, C.J. Hicks, he gets it, and he's going to carry it free. Yeah, first down, all the way across the 50-yard line to the 45. First down, Altar. Quick play, Joey.
That was a pitch outside. Found C.J. Hicks found the middle there, right across the 50, all the way to the 40. It looks like 44-yard line there.
Yeah, that's where Altar's going to take this first down. Altar doing, and we were going to talk about Altar. They like to run a little bit of a counter action, a lot of action, a lot of movement behind that backfield. May keep Badin on their toes there for a little bit.
Absolutely.
Cale Steneman in the shotgun. We've got 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. He's going to take it himself.
Keep it right up the middle.
Yeah, that's a good call for him, and that's going to bring it across the 40-yard line to the 39.
Steneman is a dual-threat quarterback, Chris. He has 631 pass yards, 7 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions on the season, while he has 498 yards and 8 TDs on the ground this season. Well, so I look at him tonight.
Yeah, Badin's going to have to keep an eye on him and what they're capable of doing with him. Man split out to the right side. Just tuning in, we're under 11 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Just starting a handoff up the middle, and that's a nice nice defensive stop by Badin there, and that was number 34 on that carry, Seth Morris. He got maybe, I'll call that 2 yards, Joey.
Yeah.
Plunge up the middle for nothing.
Badin's defensive line just creamed Altar in early October. So how is Altar? They saw the game footage of last game. How are they going to focus now tonight?
And 10:22 to left to go in this first quarter. Alter three-man backfield here. Steneman under center, one man to the left on the right. And it's going to be a fake handoff, a pitch to the right side to C.J. Hicks.
Good open field tackle there.
Yeah, that was Keegan Gormley with an open field tackle, and he's got, I guess, it's putting Alter in a position for them, whether or not they're going to go for this on 4th down and 2 at the Badin 36-yard line. What do you got here, Joey?
I'd go for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd go for it.
Ed Domsites, I mean, there's no reason for him. He's a veteran coach. He knows what he's got to do to win this game, and I guarantee you he's going to go for this regardless.
Here we go.
And the crowd on their feet here at Monroe Hornet Stadium. Actually, under center is Cale Steneman. You've got that three-man backfield here. Steneman takes it.
He didn't get it!
A lot of pursuit from Badin, and he gets creamed. I can't pinpoint who that was, but I'm going to say number 69, Dane Lauer. He got that. We're going to give him credit for that tackle. Yeah. And Badin gets this ball, and Alter, a loss of downs. Badin's going to take over at their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
Badin read that perfectly. I think Alter was thinking Badin was going to, Badin thought Alter was going to pitch it to the outside. Steneman kept it.
Well, and if you're looking at Dane Lauer, he stood his ground. He
did.
And he made that play on Steneman. Zach Schweitzer taking this ball. He's going to have a 4-wide receiver set. We're going to watch that spread offense. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Schweitzer in the shotgun. Next to him is Alex DeLong. He's wearing number 29 tonight, and he gets the snap. And hands off. Yeah, hands off to Alex DeLong. He gets next to nothing on that 2-yard gain.
Chris, we are seeing the top 2 rushers in the GCL square off tonight. Brandon McDonald for Alter and Alex DeLong. Coming into the night, they were, 32 yards behind each other.
Right.
DeLong was.
So we're going to see a lot of those
guys.
A lot of
rushing, yes.
Those guys, yeah. 4 wide receiver split for Badin. 2nd down and 8 at their own 47-yard line. The cowbells are going nuts here, Joey. 3 wide receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Schweitzer drops back, tosses it over the right side, and that's one of the Swinefus brothers, and David Swinefus catches it for about a 7-yard gain, brings it close to midfield, but I think we're about shy of a 1st down, Joey.
I think it's about 1 yard. He did bobble that ball there for a second. Over to the right side. I pound it with DeLong.
Absolutely. Well, we'll see. You probably won't see Schweitzer go under center too often. Yeah. If he is, it's probably going to be a quarterback sneak. Schweitzer's going to stay in the shotgun here. 3rd and 1 at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, 1-on-1 at top, too.
Yep, hand off to Alex DeLong. DeLong gets about 3 yards, and that's going to push the chains across midfield. 1st down, Badin.
That middle gap is going to be crucial here for Alter.
It was open, too.
It was open, yes.
And we're reaching the 8-minute mark of this first quarter. If you're just tuning in, I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. Hey, a little squib kick to start this contest put Alter in a decent field position, but Badin stopped them on a 4th down opportunity for Alter. The 4th and short, and now we're right here where Badin just got a 1st down, bringing it across midfield. We've got Schweitzer looking over to head coach Nick Yorty. Nick Yorty, he's got his playbook and play scheme dangling from his belt there. A pitch over to DeLong, and then good pursuit.
Good tackle, good pursuit there.
Good pursuit from Kettering Alter, and we're going to give number 40. Yeah, 42, Matthew Shreddy. Yeah, we'll give him the credit for that. He had good pursuit on the left side. A little bit of an option read there from Zach Schweitzer in the shotgun, and Alex DeLong couldn't elude him. Brings up 2nd down and 11.
Great pursuit there by Schreddy.
DeLong in the shotgun next to Schweitzer. Schweitzer in the shotgun. DeLong's right next to him. 3 wide receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Schweitzer's going to roll out to the right.
Great open field.
Yeah, Michael.
He's still going.
Yeah, Swinefus grabs the pass, and he brings it all the way down to the 20-yard line. Hey, I tell you what, David Swinefus kind of played a little bit of a zone route there. Saw that opening in the defensive backfield, turned around, Schweitzer saw him, and that's good for about 20 yards there. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Perfect read there by Schweitzer, looking across the field and finds Swinefus wide open.
Well, it brings us to our Red Zone sponsors, C3 Contracting, pole barns and garages built by C3 Contracting. Call 513-519-4656 today for a complimentary quote for your next building project. DeLong takes a handoff up the middle, and we're going to only give him about 2 yards on that, Joey.
I like to see Badin at least try one up in the corner there, or one of the corners. Because I really do think it might come down to passing the ball tonight.
You don't want Alter or Badin to forget that you've got Joshua Hageman out there. And Hageman has been one of the big-time players when it comes to the passing game. Hageman split out to the left along with Michael Swinefuss. And we've also got Keegan Gormley in the backfield as well. Badin doing a little bit of a time clock management here. Schweitzer in the shotgun. Quick pass over to the left side, and we called it. Hageman gets a pass in space.
Good tackle, though.
Yeah, but hey, not until after he gets his 9-yard gain down to the 11-yard line. And to tell you what, that's probably one thing that you're going to see a lot from Badin. If they want to get a play to Joshua Hageman, it's going to be one of those quick passes to get him in space.
Absolutely. Hageman is very quick, and he can go for 9-10 yards out of that, even if you throw it 1 yard. So it's a great play call there. It's going to be 3rd and 2 here. I would probably want to see DeLong get this ball.
We've got 5:26 left to go in this first quarter. Schweitzer, hand off to DeLong. DeLong really not much going there, and he's stuffed. We're going to call that a no gain, Joey. Big play coming up. If you're Nick Yorty, not that you'd ever want to call a timeout, but you know what? You want to call a timeout? Think about this.
I would probably get the points.
And you've got Swinefuss. He's their kicker, so we're going to see what's going to happen here. 22 seconds on the play clock, bringing it down under 5 minutes to play. We're on the Alter side of the press box, and it's funny. We'll go into a little detail about the home and away thing. I kind of find that pretty odd there, but we'll explain that later. Badin is actually the away team, being the number 4 seed. Alter is the home team. Man in motion to the right. Pitch over to the long, and that's going to be a false start.
Yeah.
I mean, that play's not going to be even no call there.
Oh, Yorty is livid. Now you got to bring Schweinfuss out.
Yeah, here comes Schweinfuss for this. It's a lengthier field goal than what it could have been after that false start. The clock going to start running here, reaching the 4:30 mark of this first quarter. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt, alongside Joey Vogt. We've got David Schweinfuss holding for his brother, Michael Schweinfuss. Here it comes. We're going to look at about a 34-yard field goal.
Good snap.
Kick is up, and it's good. They gave the good. And we're going to change that score. 3-0. Badin up on top of Alter. 4:10 left in this first quarter. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Zach Schweitzer, and you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, Badin strikes first after holding Alter on 4th down. They took over, did a nice little drive there. I'm going to commend Badin on that drive. I'm sure Nick Yorty probably wanted to get that first down on 4th down.
Yeah.
However, it's playoffs and you want points. Points.
Absolutely, and it was a good drive there by Badin. Noted on that 20-plus yard pass to Schweinfuss that really put him in good position to get those 3 points.
Here comes Michael Schweinfuss for this kickoff, and I don't know if they're going to do the same thing they did last time. He kicks it deep there, and Alter's going to grab this, number 11, Marcel O'Neill. He's going to bring it up to the 25-yard line, and that's where Alter's going to start this next drive.
Good tackle there by Walsh.
I want to thank Matandy Steel, our broadcast sponsor, along with C3 Contracting, but our primary sponsor, we'd like to thank Performance Toyota. They're the ones that make it click. We appreciate all of our sponsors. All right, here comes Alter lining up. Shotgun is Cale Steneman. They're going to even it up here. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Man in motion to the right. Now it's going to be 3 wide receivers to the right. And that's
Sentiment's keeping it.
Yeah, Sentiment's going to keep it himself.
Nowhere.
Nowhere. He tried to find a little bit of something up the middle, but hey, if you're going to try and run between the tackles against Badin, it's probably going to be a clog.
Absolutely. This a total defensive line than what we saw in week 1 and 2. It's just pure amazing how much talent is on that defensive line that can grow so quick. And they're doing a great job here keeping and containing Sentiment.
Yeah, we're going to give them a plug. We've got Hunter Harrison up on top of the line there. We're going to have all kinds of big boys. We got Alex Borman doing some damage up there.
Defense stacking.
Not Alex Borman. We got number 25.
Another.
Amari Smiley. And Joey, another stop. Good pursuit from the Badin Rams. That's going to bring up 3rd down 11 at Altra's own 25-yard line.
Sorry about that, Chris. Badin stacking the line there. I like that play call. It's now 3rd and 11. And if you're Ed Domsites, what do you do here?
I think you're going to have to open it up. You're going to pass here.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they're going to do to line up. Badin. They've got 4 down linemen here. Sentiment in the shotgun, drops back, looking, and he's sacked by number 25, Amari Smiley. Had a nice little pursuit off the defensive line. He's a defensive end there, and puts him back to the 25, call it the 18-yard line of Alter, and this is definitely going to set up a punt situation for
absolutely.
For Alter.
Smiley exploded out of that defensive end position, and
I don't know if he even got blocked.
Exactly, he just came through untouched.
All right, the playmakers back to return this. We've got Alex DeLong and Joshua Hegeman. Was that blocked? I don't know. But
no, I don't think it was.
I think Alex DeLong's going to pick this up. He's going to take it over to the left side. He's to the 50-yard line, brings it across the 50, and pulls it to the...
I think it's coming back, blocking the back.
Well, after he got to the 45-yard line, crossing midfield, some laundry hits the floor there.
Our first. For tonight.
I think that was number 2. Badin had that field goal opportunity a little bit further than what they had wanted.
You're right.
And it looks like Badin's walking back a little further. I'd imagine blocking the back or a hold.
Oh.
Personal foul. Let's go ahead and hang tight. Yeah, we want to also let you know that we've got Jacob Bingham and Matt Vogt over at Princeton High School, where it is Fairfield taking on Colerain for part number 2, as we are watching part number 2 here as well.
And currently that game is 7-0 Colerain in the first quarter.
Well, I think the main question there was whether or not Jaton McLean was going to play, and he was a game-time decision from Krause earlier this afternoon that I was reading up. But Joey Badin gets a personal foul as a helmet-to-helmet hit, and that brings Badin back all the way back to their own 39-yard line with 2 minutes left to go in this first period. Badin up on top. If you just tuned in, 3-0 on a Schweinfus field goal. It looked at about a 34-yard field goal. Man in motion. Hand off to DeLong up the middle. To the right. Yeah, breaks to the 50. He's to the 45.
Good cut.
Shake, and he gets he's still on his feet to the 30-yard line, Joe. First down, Badin.
What a run.
It looked like he was a little bit of a clog there, and almost it popped out like Pac-Man.
Oh, my goodness. Straight up the middle, found room. He shimmy shook his way out of a tackle.
Must have put a little lather on those white uniforms there. Badin, first down at the Ultra 31. Hand off to DeLong again up the middle. And he gets about 3 yards there. And I'm telling you what, Schweitzer's probably going to use this the shotgun. I'm not going to really call it a read option, but I tell you what, he's got to hand off to Alex DeLong every time. And that offensive line is getting a good push.
This offensive line completely beating Alter. And it's showing. I mean, you're leaving holes for DeLong.
Nobody in the backfield. Yeah, nobody in the backfield to help out. And a quick snap. And a little bit of a trickery end around there, but that's going to get nothing there. DeLong slipped up. I don't know if he hit one of the blades of grass.
Pole.
Yeah. And he's stopped at the 25-yard line. This brings up about 3rd down and 3. reaching under the minute mark here. 54 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Joey, and plus I wanted to get a little bit further on what this game would probably pan out to, and I'm telling you what, you got two really good defenses and two decent offenses colliding against each other. You're probably going to see a low-scoring game here.
I agree. These two teams are different from week 1 and 2. I think it's going to be extremely closer than it was.
Schweitzer in the shotgun,
wide
over
open
to number 15. Max Lauer catches it, and I'm looking at a first down, Joey.
That is.
We're going to call that 13-yard gain. Puts it inside the red zone, and that brings up our red zone sponsors, C3 Contracting, pole barns and garages built by C3 Contracting. Call 513-519-4656 today for a complimentary quote for your next building project. That's C3 Contracting, proudly serving anywhere in Butler County. Reaching under 10 seconds left to go in this quarter. And I mean, you probably don't have to call this, but they do. A quick snap. Schweitzer gets mugged. I don't think Schweitzer saw that, Joey. I think Schweitzer was going to expect to just take it into the next quarter, but the snap came, and it's going to be a loss of 4 on that, and that takes us into the second quarter. Joey, 3-0 Badin on top of Alder. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics. We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Reports YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to Monroe Hornet Stadium, where it is Badin up on top of Alter in this Division III, Region 12 regional semifinal bout. We're starting the second quarter here. Zach Schweitzer in the shotgun. We got 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. DeLong behind him, looking like we're going to run a little bit of a pistol formation here. I'm telling you what, Badin looking to spread out Alter on defense. Schweitzer looks back over to head coach Nick Yorty. Those of you tuning in, you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt, alongside our color commentator Joey Vogt. Schweitzer over to the left side. He gets a little bit of running room. He's going to take it himself. Looks like a hold on the play, but that's not until after Schweitzer takes it out of bounds at the 10-yard line.
It was a good read there from Schweitzer, finding open field to run that ball all the way to the left side. But it's going to come back.
Yeah, I think Alter's going to go ahead and decline. And actually, no, they're going to accept this one, push it back. I'll take them back to the 28-yard line. I'm telling you what, any penalty is costly, Joey, but that pushes them back out of the red zone.
Yep.
Any penalty is going to make a drive difficult if you're on the offensive end of the side. 11:52 left to play in the second quarter. Schweitzer in the shotgun. Pistol formation with DeLong behind him. Yorty does a lot of bouncing around. He's bouncing around, his playbook dangling from his belt. Schweitzer over the right side. Going deep the end zone. Touchdown! Number 5, Marshall Flagg. Beautiful fade route to the corner of the end zone, and they're going to call that a 28-yard touchdown pass from Schweitzer to Marshall Flagg.
What a play call there. Found Flagg over to the corner.
One-on-one.
It's a perfectly thrown ball.
Beautiful.
Perfectly thrown ball.
Right over the shoulder. It's textbook, Joey. Beautiful, beautiful ball. And look, Joey, if you got a one-on-one man, you've got Marshall Flagg out there. You got Joshua Hegeman, the big tight ends in terms of the Swinefus brothers. That was a perfect call from Nick Yorty.
Absolutely.
Great call at this point. Number 88, Michael Swinefus is a kick up, and it's good. Badin up on top of Alter, 10-0. We're going to take it into a break. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Zach Schweitzer, and you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Beautiful fade route from Zach Schweitzer to Marshall Flagg puts Badin up on top of Alter 10-0 with 11:45 left to go in the second quarter.
You could not have thrown that ball any more perfect.
Oh gosh, textbook. I mean, you can't say textbook enough. I think I've said it 8 times. I'll say it 8 more. Here's a kick from Swinefoot. It's a little short one, picked up by number 16, John Duplin. And Duplin brings it off to the 40-yard line, and that's where Alta's going to take this drive after running 40-yard line. Moving from left to right on your device. If I was looking at my updates here, pretty sure that Jacob Bingham says that McLean went down.
Oh.
However, he's back on the field on this second drive for Fairfield. So we'll go ahead and keep an update on that. Coleraine is up on top. As we know, it's 7-0 in the Division I Region 4 contest.
And the winner of that plays St. Xavier and Elder, and right now St. X is on top 33-7.
Wow, butt kicking. Butt kicking. A little fast-paced game over there. Wow. And the winner of this contest is going to take on Trotwood Madison or St. Mary's Memorial. Look, Trotwood Madison's been a hot team. That's one of the teams you want to look out if you're the winner of this contest right here.
Let's see. It's very important on this possession here for Alter to at least get points on the board.
Full house backfield, a little bit of a wing action. As fake handoff, and it's going to actually go to number 1, C.J. Hicks. Swarm deep. I mean, you got 8 guys there, and C.J. Hicks tries to get a little bit of a
He ended up
boost.
getting...
He got 3 yards, but not until after getting hit 3 times in the backfield and bouncing it outside. So that's going to put the ball at the Alter 42-yard line. Second down and about 7 or 6 here. 11 minutes to go in this second quarter. If you're just tuning in, Badin is up on top of Alter 10-0. Winner looking to go to the regional finals here in Division III, Region 12. Cale Steneman under center. One man split out to the right side. Looks like that's Marcel O'Neill. Hand off to number 34, and that's Seth Morris, and he gets smothered, brought down immediately, and not until after he gets to the 44-yard line, bring up about 3rd down and 4. Slensker on the tackle.
I tell you what, Badin is just closing in on those gaps. They are getting out there very quick, and Alter cannot do anything on the running game.
Well, I mean, if you're going to look at it this way, Alter hasn't been able to do much inside the tackles, so you're going to have to probably look into something outside of those tackles. So here comes Steneman under center, fake handoff, toss over, nice little toss, number 34, down to the 30, down to the 20, down to the 10, touchdown, Alter. That was Seth Morris. Splits right down. Yeah,
great play call.
Yeah, play call. I think he split right outside of the backfield. Nobody saw him coming out of there, and Steneman hit him on we're going to call that about a 58-yard jaunt. Pitch and catch, and just like that, it's 10-6. Alter right back into this bad boy.
Textbook throw, textbook catch, and an even better run.
Well, he hit him in stride, too, so he didn't lose any speed, and by the time somebody would get to him, he's already into the end zone. Kick, up, and good. Looks like it's going to be 10-7. Alter striking back. Alter not letting Badin get anywhere here. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to Monroe Hornet Stadium. Just 10:14 left in the second quarter. It is 10-7. Badin up on top of Alter. Alter with a little quick strike there after Badin put some more points on the board. So Alter knowing how to respond. You can kind of tell that both of these programs seem to know how to play in adversity and this time of the season.
Grab your popcorn, Chris.
We had it already grabbed. A little squib kick, picked up one of the middleman on the Badin return team. That's number 21, Dallas Rawlings, and he's going to bring that safely to the 39-yard line, and that's where Badin is going to start this. I think it's their third drive of this contest.
I'll tell you what, in the early meeting in October, Badin lit up Alter in the air. You're seeing it right here. 20-yard passes keep giving Badin good field position and short field position right here like they have.
It's kind of rare to see an Alter long touchdown strike between the hash marks on a pass play. You're used to seeing that from a run play. Hand off to DeLong, running hard up the middle, gets about 5 yards. We'll call that 6. Up to the Badin to the Badin 45-yard line.
His awareness, finding that gap. He was stopped there for a minute, and then he realized there was a gap opening up and found up the middle and gives Badin 6 yards there.
And second down and 4 at the 45-yard line of Badin. Badin moving from right to left on your internet radio device, whatever you're listening to nowadays. You listen to you're on your TV, on the Twitter, on the
Apple Watch,
on the Facebook, on your phone device. Anywhere you want to be. Schweitzer.
Wide open again.
Yeah, wide open. A little bit of a quick turnaround. It was probably supposed to be a button hook to Schweinefuss, number 86. That's David Schweinefuss. Could be a first down. Brings it to the 50-yard line. Pushing the changes, Badin. Badin staying relaxed. They're not looking to do anything fancy. They're staying in control of their offensive scheme, and I'm pretty sure Yordy's a little happy about that at the moment. Schweitzer in the shotgun, pistol formation with Alex DeLong behind him. There goes Yordy bouncing up and down over there. He's the most excited coach, animated coach we've seen. Hand off to DeLong. DeLong break up the middle of the 45 to 30-yard line. And he brings it to the 25-yard line, weaving and dodging. Beautiful play. Beautiful play. Just a little bit of a hole there that DeLong is, like you were saying, Joey, he's finding the holes, making some plays down to the 26-yard line. 8:46 left to go here in the second quarter. Rams up on top of Alter, 10-7.
His vision of seeing the hole and where it opens up is incredible to me. What a great run there.
Senior leadership from Alex DeLong right there. Here comes the pistol formation. We've got a 3-man wide receiver set to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off. Oh, yeah, he's going to give it to DeLong again. A little bit of a juke and jive, and he stood up at about the 21-yard line. Good job by Alter.
Yeah.
Halter, and he halted that run, but not until he gets about 5 yards.
Tough kid.
Badin looking at the hash marks and saying, "We'll take advantage of that if we're going to get some holes like that." Yeah, can't say enough about DeLong and what he's been able to do for that Rams offense. And you can also say the same in terms of Joshua Hageman, Marshall Flagg. I mean, you've got number 15, Max Lauer out there. A lot of guys pull some of those defenders away from another offensive player on Badin's side. It leaves another man open. DeLong taking a run.
No.
Go to the right side, down to the 10-yard line, pulls his way to the 5.
My goodness.
First down. That brings us into the red zone. That brings us into the C3 Contracting Red Zone. Pole barns and garages built by C3 Contracting. You can call 513-519-4656 today for a complimentary quote for your next building project. That's C3 Contracting, proudly serving anywhere in Butler County. You can hit up c3contracting.com.
DeLong finding that right side again, up the middle, and the holes are opening up more and more here.
First and goal at the 6-yard line. Handoff up the middle to DeLong, and DeLong's going to take it inside the 2, and we'll call that, we'll say it about the 2-yard line, Joe. He's setting himself up. Nothing tricky. You might as well just continue to do the same exact thing you've been doing.
Absolutely.
That brings up second down and goal and about 3. We'll call that 3. Second down and 3. Goal to go. Under 7 minutes to play. Badin up on top of Alter, 10-7 if you're just tuning in. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. Badin moving from right to left on your internet radio device. False start. I think we're going to look at number 64, Henry Birchwell. He had a little bit of a juke there.
Yordy. Live it.
This is the second time this has happened where Badin's been inside the red zone. But this wasn't on 4th down. This is on 3rd down, or 2nd down, pardon me. So, you're not out of the woods yet here. Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line for Badin.
This will be huge for Alter's defense if they can hold them to a field goal here. Keep it with 1 possession.
6:22 and counting here in the second quarter. A start that we figured, and I think Yordy's going to waste a timeout here. I don't want to call it a waste of timeout. I think that's a generous timeout spent by Yordy. Yeah. Absolutely. 6:16 left to play in the second quarter. 10-7 Badin over Alter. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, Yordy had to use a timeout, and we're going to call that a well-spent timeout. It's going to be second down and goal at the 8-yard line for Badin with 6:16 left to play. Badin had enough time to think about this play. They're going to sit in this pistol formation. DeLong behind, just to the right of Zach Schweitzer. Slaying up the middle, and he tried to hit Joshua Hageman in a beautiful play by number 2, Aiden Plate. Great defensive play to swat that ball away from Hageman.
Tried to thread the needle there.
Hageman. Yeah, Joshua Hageman had the slant on there, but Plate just had enough jump on that ball from Schweitzer to bat that away. Brings up 3rd down and about 8.
Big 3rd down here.
Goal to go here from the 8-yard line. Looks like we're going to see the same formation from Schweitzer and company. Schweitzer roll out right side, and he has a nice little route from Joshua Hageman. Nice 8-yard strike. Hageman with a little bit of a slant route, turn around, boom, right there. Had his defender beat. His defender, I think he kind of slid. Left enough room for Schweitzer to toss that bad boy in there, and that brings the 16-7 Badin up on top of Alter.
That was a great rollout and a great look, too.
Here comes Schweinfuss on for this PAT. 6:06 left to play in the second quarter. Badin with some quick strikes here on the offensive end.
Got it.
And it's up and good. Brings it to 17-7. We're going to take a break. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Reports YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Zach Schweitzer, and you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
A Zach Schweitzer rollout to Joshua Hegeman, and that brings it to 17-7, a little 8-yard strike. And perfectly ran rollout pass from Schweitzer to Hegeman. And here's the kickoff to Alter. Number 1, C.J. Hicks. Turns it at the 18-yard line, and he takes it to the left side. Little juke and jive, and brings it to the ball. Ball's on the ground. Pops out. Who's got it? A little scrum. Let's see who's got it. Nobody's been entirely too excited since they've hit the ground. And I would imagine we're looking at Alter. Yep, Alter's got it. Yeah, Alter picked it up. And that's going to bring this drive. It's going to start at the 40-yard line for Alter. 5:56 left to play in the first half. We're going to keep you up to date as much as we can on that Fairfield contest over there at Princeton. 5:56 left to go in this first half. 17-7 if you're just tuning in. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network. We're glad you could be listening in on it. And to kind of clear up some things, the OHSAA kind of puts a stamp on us here to not allow video broadcast. Steneman over to the right side to number 15, Patrick Connor, and he gets crunched.
I thought he fumbled the ball.
Did that ball hit the ground? Not as a 4-yard gain on that pass play, but people were wanting a little bit of one of those blue bags to hit the ground to signify a fumble if you're a Badin fan, but
what a hit.
No sailing there.
Good Lord.
Evan Schlensker drops that hit. A gain of 4 for Alter. Brings it to 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line of Alter.
Badin defense playing with tenacity right now.
Steneman under center. We've got 3-man backfield. It's been like this for all day for Alter. Fake handoff to the first man. Handoff to number 34.
Oof.
Seth Morris tried to break something. Tried to slip through. And he gets the first down across midfield for a gain of 6 to the 48-yard line of Badin. The winner of this contest takes on Trotwood Madison or St. Mary's Memorial. We'll try and keep you up to date with that contest right there.
Trotwood Madison is up 7-0 currently in the second quarter.
Yeah, Trotwood Madison is 8-3. St. Mary's Memorial is 9-2. Trotwood Madison is on fire this second half of the season. Steneman drops back, eludes number 25.
He goes down.
Amari Smiley, and he goes down, no gain. Well, that's loss of 1. We'll count a sack. Yeah, Dane Lauer on that sack there. It's a loss of 1. He brings up 2nd down and 11 at the 49-yard line of Badin. The cowbells are alive and well here on the Alter side. Badin packing the stands.
They are.
I mean, and these stands are really big. I mean, Joey, when you try and walk up to the press box, it's like you need a Gatorade. Want to take a break for a minute. Want to thank Monroe Athletic Director Eric Silverman for hooking us up for prime spot here. He tosses it back, and it's recovered by number 34, Seth Morris, but not after a loss of about 20 on that. And that brings it to the 35-yard line of Alter. Yeah, well, loss of 21, that's what they're calculating. Huge play for Badin. Not so huge play for your Alter.
Wrong direction. If you're Alter, then they were driving too.
Right. Third down. We'll call that third down and about 32. Yep, third down and 32. Steneman's going to go in the shotgun here. A little bit of a pistol formation. 2 men to the left, 1 to the right. Drops back, looking for a man across the middle. And nice connection with number 10, Brian Shane. And brings it back to the line of scrimmage, Joey.
This is a big call here.
If you're Ed Domsites, I would imagine that you're going to maybe bring out the punting unit and just try and pin Badin back, because Badin's been able to utilize a bit of that middle field starting position to make some decent drives.
Absolutely.
So if I was Ed, I would boot this off, and it looks like what they're going to do.
A coffin corner.
Hey, Joe, you love the coffin.
I love it.
Coffin corners and Hail Marys, man. This is your favorite plays. Here comes a fair catch by number 11, Joshua Hegeman, and that's a perfect call at that time. Badin's going to start this drive at their own 15. Taking a break here. Listen to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Reports YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Schweitzer's in the shotgun, DeLong right next to him. 4 wide receivers, 3 spread to the right, 1 to the left. First down and 10 for Badin. Hand off to Alex DeLong, weaving and dodging, 25, 30, 40, 45,
oh my!
50, 40-yard line out of bounds across midfield. And I tell you what, Zach Schweitzer was running with them, signaling first down the entire time.
DeLong.
He was 2 yards behind DeLong saying first down, and it was.
Again, DeLong finding the hole, and then did a little shimmy again. Up the middle, found his way to the outside. What a beautiful run.
Oh, the galloping ghost. Alex DeLong, the galloping ghost, finding the lane. Big play. We'll call that about a 40-yard gain. And why not? Go to him again. Plunge up the middle. He's going to give him about a 5-yard gain. Oh, Joey, that's a 6-yard gain with a little bit of a push from that big offensive line. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network. Badin down at the Alter 32-yard line thanks to about a 40-yard jaunt by Alex DeLong. Under 2 minutes left to play in this first half. Toss on over to DeLong, get him out in space. That's exactly what Badin's trying to do. Plunges forward for about 4 yards. And if you're Nick Yorty, you're a happy camper on 4 and 5-yard gains from Alex DeLong.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what they're getting every time with DeLong. He's finding gaps, making use of them, and getting big gains for Badin.
Smart maneuver here in terms of formation. No huddle offense. And handoff up the middle to DeLong. That's a no-brainer. When you're going if you're going to a no-huddle offense, just keep doing what you're doing with DeLong.
Absolutely.
Get up to the line again. I'd imagine they're going to run the exact same play. First down and 10 at the 25-yard line is Badin.
Remember, Chris, I'm sorry, Badin gets the ball back in the second half. So this is a big possession here.
Huge drive for Badin. Huge drive. They're reaching the minute mark, and if you're Badin, you've got 2 timeouts.
Yep.
Alter has all 3 of theirs. They haven't had the opportunity to use them. Schweitzer under the shotgun. Pitch to the right. Trick play.
Oh.
DeLong looking to pass, and he gets slammed down over on the right sideline. Not until a gain of 2 there. And I think he was looking for maybe that was. Yeah, I'm thinking he was looking for number 5. Was that Marshall Flagg? Yeah, it was Flagg out on the deep route. And Badin calls a timeout. That's their second timeout. We'll stay right here, Joey. What's going on with ScoreStream here while we're at it? I'm going to catch you off guard.
I know. So the winner of this game plays Trotwood Madison or St. Mary's Memorial. Trotwood Madison leads 7-0 in the second quarter. And St. X, I mentioned this score before. I think someone was happy with the buttons, and it said 33-7, but St. X actually leads right now 13-0 in the second quarter. And then Coleraine and Fairfield are tied right now, 7-7 in the second quarter as well.
And we'll get some updates on who did the scoring there. Actually, we're going to call that Deshaun Simpkins on a 28-yard touchdown catch from Sawai Ellis. So that's how Fairfield ended up getting on the board there, 7-7 in the second quarter. 50 seconds left to play over here in Monroe, where it's Badin up on top of Alter, 17-7. Schweitzer's in the shotgun pistol formation with Alex DeLong, his buddy, right next to him. He's going to be right next to him the entire time. 3-man set to the wide receiver, set to the left. Yeah, Schweitzer gets sacked. Nothing going there. That's actually the first pursuit that Alter's been able to do in terms of getting past to that offensive line. 36 seconds and counting here. Ball's going to be put down at the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up third down, and we'll call 19 for Badin.
Wasting a lot of time here.
Yeah, well, you got Swine first. He's got the leg, and Badin's going to call another timeout. They're going to think about this, and we're going to talk about this out of the break and see what Badin can do here. So you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to Badin. Alters on their feet over here. We can hear the cowbell, more cowbell Alters saying. Schweitzer in the shotgun, and we've got DeLong to the right. And some pursuit again from the defensive line. Schweitzer rolls to the right, rolls back to the left, tosses it, and tries to hit a wide receiver on the sidelines, but in and out of the hands of an outstretched wide receiver, Max Lauer. So that's going to bring up fourth down. And we'll call that 18 at the Alta 33-yard line. Joey, you've got 15 seconds left. If you're Schweitzer and company, are you going to throw a Hail Mary in the end zone? I mean, you've only got 15 seconds left in this first half.
I think they're going to pooch it here.
Yeah, pooch kick, play it safe, go to the halftime break up 17-7, and that is barring Alter not miraculously doing something here. Yeah. Miraculously doing something here at the end of the half. They're going to boot it right into the end zone. No, actually, it's a nice bounce, 10-yard line, beautiful punt inside the 10.
Very good punt.
And that's where Alta's going to start this drive with 6 seconds left to play at their own 7-yard line. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Reports YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Badin High's Zach Schweitzer, and you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
And Cinnamon's gonna take the snap, give her a kneel, and they're gonna call it a half. Badin is up on top of Alter, 17-7. Unfortunately, we don't have a halftime guest, so they're gonna have to listen to us. So we're gonna just babble what we know as our words of wisdom for this first half. And we'll go ahead and get to that here shortly. But you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. We'll talk about what Fairfield's been able to do in terms of getting to this point. We're going to talk about we'll talk about Lakota West girls soccer too. So congratulations to them winning the Division I girls soccer state finals. That was last weekend. So hang tight. We got about 20 minutes until we'll kick this third quarter off. And mind you, Joe, we did say that Badin has this kickoff in the second half. So huge momentum for Badin in the first half. Alter Alter did strike when it was 10-0. They brought it to within 3 points to make it 10-7. But we'll go ahead and hit all that here in a little bit. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to Monroe High School, where it is Badin up on top of Alter, 17-7. Joey, we got some halftime stats we're going to go ahead and take care of. But hey, Joey, let's go play by play in terms of scoring. Let's go ahead and talk about how we're at this point. 17-7 Badin.
Alrighty, so Badin opened up the scoring with a 34-yard field goal attempt by number 88, Michael Schweinfuss. That made it 3-0. And then Badin added another 7 to make it 10-0 with a Zach Schweitzer Marshall flag connection for 21 yards. That made it 10-0 Badin, and then Alter came back with a strike of their own from Cinnamon to Seth Morris for a 56-yard scoot to make it 10-7. And then Badin added another 7 with Schweitzer to Hegeman for a short 8-yard slant in the end zone for a touchdown. So it's 17-7. Badin over Alter here at the half?
Well, I'm looking at it this way here. It's just a consistent offensive vibe that Badin's been giving out. I'm plagued with a little bit of penalty here and there to prevent them from, honestly, you had a good first drive that prevented Badin from getting a touchdown, but they settled with a field goal, like you said. Who's carrying Badin the load here in terms of stats?
Well, you got to look at DeLong. I mean, DeLong is just killing Alter on the ground. He has 17 attempts, 151 yards, and he's averaging 8.9. And then for the total yards, that's 235 for Badin, and Alter only has 83.
Who's leading the way for Alter there?
And for Alter, we have Stedeman has completed 3 passes for 76 yards for a touchdown. And then you have on the rushing side C.J. Hicks for 16 yards. And then you have Seth Morse with that 56-yard touchdown pass for the lone touchdown for Alter.
Well, just to kind of sum it up, I think you're looking at the trenches. Almost any game in terms of football, you're looking at whoever wins the trenches kind of has the upper hand advantage.
Absolutely, and you're seeing, even if Alter wins one time in the trench, you got DeLong with the vision that he has, breaking tackles and getting those 8.5 yards per game, and you're going to keep getting first downs. So it's been a great half by Badin's offense, especially for DeLong. He's really carrying the boatload of this Badin offense.
Well, we're going to give some props for Evan Schlunsker. He's got 3.5 tackles. 3.5 tackles there. Amari Smiley, he's got 2.5 tackles. Keegan Gormley, he's got 2 tackles. Marshall Flagg has 1.5. Jaden Carter, 1.5. Joshua Hageman, 1.5. And that's where we're looking at in terms of the top Badin tacklers. Mason Henry on the Alter end of things has 4.5 tackles. Ethan Deep has 4. C.J. Hicks, 2.5. And Marshall Schimpf, he's got 2. Alex Harshbarger, he's got 2. And Nolan Mayer, he's got 2. So that's where we're sitting in terms of the defensive side of things for Alter. And, I tell you what, looking at this way, hey, you also got to give Michael Schweinefuss some props there. He booted that field goal to put Badin up on top at the start from 34 yards out to make it 3-0. What's going on around the I guess we really can't say around the county because they're not in the county anymore. They're actually at Princeton. They're in Sharonville right now. So that's that fair. I think there's a score. I don't know if it was Colerain or I saw it on the old tweeter.
It was Colerain. Colerain's up 14-7 currently right now. Updated second quarter. I'm not sure if that's at halftime yet. But over with the Elder and St. X, it's tied at 7. And the winner of that game plays either Fairfield or Colerain. It's Goliath. I mean, we have Goliath teams not only here, but then you got Fairfield, Colerain, and then Elder, St. X. A lot of good football here in the Southwest Ohio. Very exciting stuff going on.
We want to thank our Red Zone sponsor for tonight, C3 Contracting. Pole barns and garages built by C3 Contracting. You can call 513-519-4656 today for a complimentary quote for your next building project. That's C3 Contracting, proudly serving anywhere in Butler County. Well, we've got about 9 minutes left to play in this halftime. So we'll go ahead and Badin gets the ball out of the half. Alter did receive the opening kick after punting away to Badin, and Badin ended up getting that 3 points to start this contest. So right now we're standing at 17-7, Badin at the half. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. We're sitting at halftime here. It's Badin 17, Alter 7. We had a chance to catch up with Badin coach Nick Yorty prior to the game. This is hear what he had to say heading into this part 2 of Alter Badin.
Badin head coach Nick Yorty. Nick, familiar foe. Would you expect anything less at this point in the playoffs right now?
Oh, no, not. I mean, 2 GCL teams, you know, playing in Week 12. I mean, what more could you ask for? And, you know, even though Alta's down a little bit, I mean, they did what they had to do to get here, and we know they're a very good football team, and we're preparing for a battle.
Talk about the week of preparation. Sounds like it was all full head of steam.
Oh, yeah. You know, weather obviously had a little factor in there with the snow and stuff and us having, you know, the grass field up there. But, hey, we do what we had to do. We did what we needed to do what we could do, and try to get ready to go win a football game.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
That was Badin coach Nick Yorty. He is primed and prepared for this second half here with a little bit of momentum, Joey. Let's go ahead and run down. Joey, what were your 3 keys of the game? And you know what? Are these 3 keys of the game happening?
Chris, listen, every time I do this up every week, they never happen. So I was counting on 1 week I could get a 3 keys right. Well, actually, I did get 1 right now. It's Alex DeLong for Badin. He had 15 attempts, 123 yards last week for 2 touchdowns against Ross. So he was definitely one of my keys.
And he's already hit that.
Yeah, and a little. And again, it's we have Zach Schweitzer was another crucial part of the puzzle here for Badin, and he's got 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
And then I looked at special teams because I believe Badin did have a couple good special teams opportunities last week against Ross to put them in good field position. It's just basically field position for Badin. It was give your offense a short field, which I think they have tonight. And then on the other side for Alter, I don't know if Brandon McDonald is injured or I don't know what's going on, but I had him as one of my keys to the game. He has 1,077 yards rushing this season for 8 touchdowns. And
unfortunately, we haven't seen him tonight.
Oh, well, yeah, we haven't seen him, so I'm not sure what's going on. But my other one was Cale Steneman. He's a dual-threat quarterback, and, I mean, we seen him tonight, and Badin's they're doing everything to stop Steneman. And then I completely got this one wrong. It was the Alter pass defense. It's completely the opposite tonight. It's the rushing defense that is really tough on Alter right now. DeLong finding the holes, and he's taking extremely good care of the football and making good cuts when he needs to. And he already has over 100. Yeah.
So yeah, he's already hit. Hey Joe, you're 1 for 1. You're 1 for 6 on your keys of the game, and you need to thank Alex DeLong for that. You need to go shake his hand after the game.
I will definitely.
I got my 3 keys of the game. One out of 6. Good for you, buddy. I think we're just gonna niche the three keys of the game segment.
We're just throw it away. Forget about it.
Well, we did get a report from Cox Media Group's Mark Pendleton. We want to appreciate his call on Brendan McDonald is injured. He did not play last week, so we want to thank Mark Pendleton for informing us there.
That's huge.
Yeah, very, very huge for Alter in terms of that. So we're looking at about 1:30 until kickoff of the second half. It's Badin up on top of Alter, 17-7. Stay right with us. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Joey Vogt for The Report. One thing we strive to do here at The Report is recognize the local high school student athletes and their accomplishments to the best of our abilities, which is the reason why we partnered up with Performance Toyota and Rick's Tavern to crown a Performer of the Week. We choose a student athlete from each of our coverage area schools from any sports and let family, friends, and your school vote in the Report's Performer of the Week poll on our website. Tell us who you think should be in our Performer of the Week poll, and most importantly, enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bert's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics. We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, we're at about under a minute left until we kick things back off here in the third quarter of this Badin-Alter showdown. This is part two. Badin up on top of Alter this go around 17-7. Joey, what's happening around the area in terms of stuff that's related to our coverage area squads?
Alrighty, well, first we have Trotwood Madison, the Rams over St. Mary's Rough Riders. 7-0, that started in the third quarter. Why that's so important, the winner of this game gets the winner of that game. And then we have a St. X and Elder tied at 7 at halftime. And then we have the Coleraine Cardinals and Fairfield Indians over at Princeton High School. Coleraine's up 14-7. The winner of the Coleraine-Fairfield game will play St. X or Elder.
Yeah, and you're looking at the Division One.
My Lord,
Division One's always a crapshoot there. I mean, goodness gracious. So we were fortunate to see three teams from our coverage area into the Division One playoffs there. Fairfield, last man standing, and we've also got Badin over here in Division 3. We were fortunate to see New Miami all the way through day one. All the way to day one. I'm telling you.
That's right.
We had New Miami from day one until last weekend, and it was a fun
I told you week one. I saw them. I covered them. I said that team's gonna be special.
Well, yeah, a lot of juniors are on that team, so you're going to see a lot more from them next year. Here comes the kick from Alter. Alter kicking off to Badin. They do receive this kick, and they're going to take it to the 43-yard line of their own, and that's where Badin's going to start.
I don't expect anything different from Badin, to be honest. I mean, they keep giving it to DeLong. I mean, Alter's defensive line has been pushed back, and then when they attack, DeLong has an answer somehow. He finds a hole, and then he's off to the races for about 5-6 yards.
Well, I mean, you're right. If you're Nick Yorty and the Badin Rams, don't change a thing. You're exactly right. There's 4 wide receivers set, 2 split to the right, 2 to the left. A little bit of a bobble snap from Schweitzer. He tosses it to the left side, and that's Joshua Hegeman, and Hegeman's got some separation on his defender. That's going to be a first down, 12-yard gain every time.
Absolutely. You're talking about a nice little button hook coming back and right to the sideline, and Hegeman gets that first down. Good start here for Badin.
Brings it across the 50-yard line, down to the Alter 47. Now it's out of bounds. That clock stops at 11:48. 3 wide receivers set to the right, 1 to the left. Badin will always check Nick Yorty over there dancing, doing some signals. He's actually, I think Yorty's telling him to throw a fastball or a curveball. I don't know which one it is. Schweitzer in the shotgun, handoff to Alex DeLong.
He found a hole again.
To the left side, he brings it down to the 30-yard line. Joey, he was stopped at the line.
Exactly.
No Alter defender was going to get him. He said, well, I'll just bounce it outside for a 15-yard gain. First down, boom, down to the 31.
The vision on DeLong is incredible. He had nowhere to go.
Right.
And then found it and bounced it outside for a great carry.
11:30 left to play in the third quarter. Badin down to the 31-yard line immediately into the second half. Badin up on top of Alter, 17-7.
Guess who?
DeLong again, but this time he is slammed to the ground for a 1-yard loss.
I think that's the first time that he's been stuck behind the line.
Yeah, that was a tackle by Spencer. We'll call that Spencer Mills on that tackle from Alter brings up second down and 11 at the 32-yard line of Alter. We've reached the 11-minute mark. If you're just tuning in, Badin is up on top of Alter, 17-7. I'm Chris Vogt, joined by Joey Vogt, our color commentator. You've been gone for a while, getting engaged and stuff.
I'm back and ready.
Now we're never going to see you. Sorry, Maddie. Schweitzer drops to the right, tosses it, and I think Flagg's knee was down. It's only going to be a 3-yard gain. The right idea, it's just a pass from Schweitzer was a little low for Marshall Flight to get in control of it and keep that knee up.
And you know what? I've noticed they've done that play quite a few times. A nice little cutback, and Alter, they give up 5 to 6 yards every reception, but luckily the knee was down this time. Big third.
Yeah, I was going to say, big defensive play. You took the words out of my mouth here for Alter. Alter playing one-on-one coverage on these Rams. Roll out.
Oh, he had him.
Pass intended for Joshua Hegeman on a little bit of a 15-yard out slant there, and it was over his head, incomplete.
I don't know how big of a leg Schweinfuss has, but
do you want to take the field goal here, or you know what? Looks like Yordy's going to. No. He's bringing out Schweinfuss. Actually, both Schweinfuss brothers are coming out. You know, it's an automatic field goal. That's a field goal, Joey.
That is.
Here it comes. We're going to line this up
on the right hash.
It's going to be a 46-yard field goal right on the right hash. Time's running down. 5, 4, 3 on the play clock.
Here we go.
Hold. Kick.
He's short.
He pulled it to the left there. I'm not going to say it might have had a little bit of a distance there, but it might have hit that lower crossbar. So that's no good, but the thing about high school football is that field goal automatically puts Alter at the 20-yard line.
That's true. That's a big defensive stand there for Alter, and now they had some talk at halftime. What can they adjust? They just got to get something going. They have not had 100 yards in this game yet.
Well, going back to that field goal attempt, strategically, you're kicking that field goal regardless. If he makes it, awesome. You got 3 points. But you automatically know that if you're a Badin fan or you're Nick Yordy, Alter's going to get that ball at the 20-yard line.
Absolutely.
So, Steneman under center. Man out of the backfield in motion. Handoff straight at the middle, and there's a bulldozer at the middle. Some legs. 40, 35, 30, stiff arm. 20. That's number 40. Mason Henry chalking up the legs. What a run. About a 70-yard gain into the red zone, and that brings us our C3 Contracting Red Zone sponsor, pole barns and garages built by C3 Contracting. Call 513-519-4656 today for a complimentary quote for your next building project. That C3 Contracting, proudly serving anywhere in the county. Joey, that was basically Mason Henry saying, I'm going to make Badin my guy. Stiff arm, run, churning the legs. Now we're down to the 12-yard line for Alter.
Absolutely. What a great run here. And
it looks like it's Mason Henry again. Yeah, just like Badin does with DeLong. Give it to the guy that gets you down there, and they're giving it to Mason Henry, and he's inside the 10-yard line. That's going to be about a 5-yard gain for Alter.
Well, I guess that missed field goal didn't matter.
Well, yeah, you're right, it didn't. But you know what? I'd rather give Alter an opportunity to run from the 20-yard line rather than from the 40-yard line. They're looking under 9 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Thanks for tuning in. Alter runs off the absolute biggest play of the game for them just 2 seconds ago on a Mason Henry 70-yard jaunt. Puts him down to the 10-yard line. Now we're looking at 2nd down and 5 at the 8. And I think Steneman's going to call a timeout. Looks over to Ed Domsites, and that's what they're going to call. Yeah. And we're going to call a timeout. 8:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Badin up on top of Alter, 17-7. But Alter driving. Stay right with us.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics. We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Badin Highs, Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right. Second down and 4 at the Badin 8-yard line, and I think Badin may have got an offside. No, I think that's it. They're going to call encroachment.
Offside, yeah.
That's going to be on number 77, Hunter Harrison. He popped across that line of scrimmage, caused Alter to do a little bit of a twitch there, and they're going to call encroachment on that.
Might have given him a first down.
Yeah, I don't know. They may be pulling the chains here. Like my second and short, they're not going to bring him. So it's going to be second and about a length of a football here at the 4-yard line. Send him in under, in the shotgun. Right next to Seth Morris. Send him in up the middle. Touchdown, Alter!
That is what you want in a first possession drive there for Alter coming out of the second half. Great possession. Started off with a Henry 70-yard scoot, a rumble, bumble, stumble.
Yes, it was.
And Alter
back in this bad boy.
Yeah.
I mean, they never left. They were in it, but it just looked like that Badin kind of had that momentum heading into the halftime break. Here comes number 12, Jack Ruffalo. Kick. Up. Got it. And he got it. That brings it to 17-14. Alter making this an interesting contest here. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin Highs, Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, Alter puts another one on the board there. It's 17-14. Alter closing it in. It's a short little squib kick up the middle there, picked up by a middle back, and Alter is just playing with a little bit of a full head of steam here. Nice tackle by number 19, Braden Collar. Joey, and I think I just got a report from Mark Pendleton to the right of me. It is Trotwood Madison 14.
14.
St. Mary's nothing.
Why is that so important? You get the winner of Badin and Alter here.
And if you're Badin or Alter, you wouldn't want to play Trotwood Madison.
No.
They're on fire. They are playing really good ball. Yordy bouncing around over there on the 30-yard line on the Badin sidelines, doing some signal, a little hokey-pokey here. Badin starts his drive at their own 40-yard line. Schweitzer in a shotgun, little roll, looks to toss it to DeLong, but he keeps it himself, keeps it for a 2-yard gain. Alter's defense is jacked up.
Momentum slowly starting to shift here toward Alter, and if you're Ed Domsides, that's what you want here. This defense is jacked up.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a second down and 8 at the Badin own 42-yard line. Let's see if Badin's going to be able to utilize the exact same thing they did in the first half, and that's inside the tackles with Alex DeLong. If Alex DeLong doesn't see anything, he's got a lot of his yardage by bouncing it outside.
Absolutely.
4 wide receiver set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Schweitzer in the shotgun. DeLong, it looks like a false start. DeLong moved first.
Oh, boy.
Yep, and that's going to take it back. They're going to bring up second down and 12. Second and 13 at Badin's own 38-yard line. It's going to call, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Clock's a ticking, under 8 minutes to play here. 7:38 mark here in this third quarter. Second down and 12. Alter trying, like we were talking about before, trying to snag a little bit of that momentum their way. They really haven't had too much of that momentum. They've just been hanging around.
Comes a roll out here.
Roll out to the left side.
Oh, great throw.
Yeah, great pitch and catch to Joshua Hegeman. Quiets the cowbell crowd of Alter here across the 50-yard line, and that brings it to the 48-yard line of Alter.
That was a great rollout there by Schweitzer. Found Hegeman to the sideline for a gain of about 13 there.
Yeah, Badin with the same formation. Just going to roll out with the same formation there, and it's going to hand off to Alex DeLong. Gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to give him a generous one on that. I don't think he got anything. Nice little plunge attempt up the middle with Alex DeLong, but Alter playing within the tackles and containing that play. Under 7 minutes to play here if you're just tuning in, 17-14. Alter inching their way back in terms of momentum. I won't say that, like we were saying before, they were never out of this contest.
No.
And in fact, two GCL teams playing in the regional semifinals here in Division III.
Yeah.
Nobody's out.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's out. Snap to Schweitzer, dropping back, tossing it all over to Joshua. Is that Hegeman? Probably that was not Hegeman. That was. Let's try and see here.
Might have been Flagg.
No, it was number 15, Max Lauer. Max Lauer trying to look for a little bit of maybe a push in the back before that ball got to him. But
I don't think it was too high anyway.
Yeah, too high, but maybe it was more of a flail to try and catch the pass. So they're not going to get a pass interference call on that.
Big third down here from this defense for Alter.
3rd and 9 at the 47-yard line. Schweitzer looking over to Yordy. Yordy doesn't have nothing going. I think they're just going to roll with it. Yeah, he finished with a hit in the top of his head. Yordy did, so I don't know if that's going to be a chance.
Oh, boy.
All blitz by Alter. Going deep to Schweitzer.
That's pass interference.
That's going to get no call.
Wow.
Looked like number 86, David Schweinefuss, was trying.
Wow.
I think David Schweinefuss tried to get it turned around a little bit. A good defensive play by number 2, Aiden Plate. I think that ball was over his head. Schweinefuss tried to turn himself around to try and catch it. You know, whether or not Plate had his hand around his back, I don't know, but that back judge was right there.
Obviously, I'm not a ref, but I think he tackled him before that. I mean, it's a tough call.
Right.
I mean, either way.
Yeah, well, I did hear some stomping up here in the Badin Ram coordinator booth. Yeah, Badin setting up the punt on this 4th down. And there's a boot.
That's a good.
Yeah, looks like a call from quarter.
Look
Joey,
at that.
It is,
Look
right
at that.
Inside the 10-yard line, and that's going to be down at the 9. That's where Alter's going to take over with 6:17 left to play. Badin 17, Alter 14. Stay right with us here on the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com.
Hey, this is Badin High's Zach Schweitzer, and you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. Alter, handoff up the middle, nothing going on there. We'll give him that's a no gain, Joey.
Yeah. Again, Badin crowding that right side of the line there. You know, if I were Alter, you know what? I'd give it to Henry. I mean, he's already got 70-plus yard trot.
Why
down
not?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what Alter does. It backed up in their own end zone. It didn't really hurt them when they took that last possession and ran it 80 yards, like you said, with Henry from the 20-yard line. Clock's ticking away. 5:38 left to play in this 3rd quarter. 17-14, Badin up on top of Alter. Alter's got this 2nd down opportunity. Keeper
stopped
Steneman, and he stopped. Yeah, Badin read that pretty good.
Great pursuit there.
Yeah, I think Steneman probably saw maybe a keeper opportunity for himself, and then quickly closed in by the Badin defense.
Took the words out of my mouth.
I'll try and do it every time. Because you know what? I'm watching the same game you are. He's going to bring up 3rd down, and we're back at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 10. at Alter's own 9-yard line. 5 minutes left to play in this third quarter.
Definitely a different mood out of the Alter locker room coming in the second half.
Absolutely. A little spread formation here. Cinnamon in a shotgun. Drops back, looking for a man. Toss it over the middle.
Oh, that would have been a great catch.
Beautiful one-handed grab attempt. And that pass was intended for number 10, Brian Shane. Brian had a little bit of a nice crossing route in the middle.
Yeah.
Enough for a first down. A little bit of a high throw from Cinnamon. And that is going to bring up a 4th down and 10. Alter punting. This is Badin. This is what Badin wants.
Short field.
Yep, short field. You got 29. Alex DeLong, typically wearing number 20.
That is a short kick, but
kick,
it gets a good bounce.
Badin, they're not touching it. Yeah, Joshua Hegeman.
Good bounce.
Don't you touch that, DeLong. Don't you touch that. And they're going
right at the 50.
Yeah, that'll be a 40-yard punt exactly at the 50-yard line, and that's where Badin's going to start. Short field position. 4:57 left to play in the third quarter. Badin up on top of Alter, 17-14. Stay right with us. You're listening to Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student-athlete features.
Hey, this is Badin Highs, Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, Badin's going to take this first down opportunity at the 50-yard line. A good defensive stop on the defensive end from the Rams. Hand off to Alex DeLong, weaving and dodging, gets himself 2 yards there, Joey. Nothing going on there.
No, again, he was stopped behind the line, but somehow find a little hole.
You know,
ended up getting a really hard-earned 1 yard there.
Yeah, if you're Alex DeLong and you ended up getting 1 yard on that, I think you're saying thumbs up, dude. Because there are 3 or 4 Alter defensive men inside the backfield when he made that 1 yard gain. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. If you're just tuning in here, it's nip and tuck here at Monroe High Stadium, Monroe Hornet Stadium here. I want to thank Athletic Director from Monroe, Eric Silverman, for hooking us up. Alex, pardon me, it's Zach Schweitzer.
Just too far.
Yeah, just too far, and I think we're looking at number 11. Zach Schweitzer is trying to hit Joshua Hegeman on a deep route. On the left sideline, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 at the 48-yard line of Alter. What's going on, Joey?
Just a quick score update. We got St. X over Elder 14-7 right now in the third.
The winner of that game plays the winner of Fairfield. I think you're looking at similar style of games here with I think your 14-7 contest on both Division I games here in Region 4.
Another big 3rd down here for the Alter defense.
Here it comes. Schweitzer drops back deep. And I don't know if you're going to call a penalty on that. It looks like Schweitzer on a screen pass ended up tripping over number 49. That was Ethan Deep. He was laying on the ground. I don't think he meant to trip it, but DeLong kind of backpedaled to try and get that pass, that screen pass from Schweitzer, and he hit the ground. Ball goes over DeLong's head, and it's incomplete. It wasn't drawn up to have an Alter defense lineman being laying on the ground right there to trip up DeLong. So,
however, if that would have worked, he had Green in front of him.
It looked like it was lined up pretty good. Lined up to punt for Badin, and that's a nice little boot.
Look at that.
Look at the corner, and it goes into the end zone. Beautiful buy-in attempt by, I think we're looking at number 13, Jackson Enderle. That's going to go into the end zone, and Alter's offense is going to hop back on the field. Kind of a stalemate at this moment, but if you're going to call anything momentum-wise, Badin's playing in Alter's territory at the moment.
I mean, they have the past few series, and Alter's defense staying tough, and their offense right now needs to get going here. 3:27 here in the third.
Are we going to see Mason Henry or not here? That's the question. 3-man backfield. And
oh, gee, that's offside. That should be an encroachment.
Yeah, we're going to see here. A little bit of an antsy defensive lineman from Badin. That's number 69, and that's Dane Lauer. That puts the ball at the 25-yard line. 1st and 5 for Alter. hey, man, I mean, if everybody's excited, so,
Yeah.
you know, Lauer wants to make a play. He just hit one of the alter offensive linemen back pretty good. Fake handoff, Cinnamon, pump fake, drop back. Oh, picked off by number 1, Bobby Young. And they're looking for a late hit after that, out of bounds. And they threw a late hit. Bobby Young cuts the receiver's route on Alter's end, snags it, and takes it about 20 yards for an interception return for Badin, and that's going to be out of bounds. And then he gets popped out of bounds, too. So tack on a couple more yards for Badin.
Great defensive read there by Bobby Young coming across midfield.
Absolutely.
And they're going to get this ball right. Looks like the...
Yeah, it's going to be half the distance to the goal there, so... I would say you're going to mark off about 8, probably about 10 yards there. So, bring it down to the 12-yard line, and that's where Badin's going to take first down and 10 here. 12-yard line, 3:16 left to play in the third quarter. Yeah, mad props to Bobby Young for reading that. Cinnamon had time, too. He had the time in the world.
That got lofted up, too.
Yep. Hegeman in motion, takes the pitch in front of him, and Hegeman has nothing going on. He's going to take it to the outside, and nothing but 4 or 5 alternates to plop him down at the 18-yard line, a loss of 3.
A plethora of alternates.
Plethora. You said that word a couple times. Plethora. Spell it, Joey.
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
All right. Well, we're going to spell timeout here. The timeout on the field. I think Badin. I don't know who's going to call a timeout here. There's a man down.
Yeah.
One of the alternates is down. Pardon me.
That was a good transition there. Yeah.
We're going to hope he's doing okay. We're going to take a break ourselves. 2:53 left to go in the third quarter. 17-14 Badin. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
That was alter linebacker Brody Sims hopping on the field. He gets up. He says, I'm fine. He's going to sit out a play and probably be back in with this high-stakes performance by both Badin and Alter. This is a great game here. Under 2:30 left to play in the third quarter. Schweitzer back. A little bit of pursuit from the defensive line. It's Schweitzer. It's picked off. Yeah, by number 2, Aiden Plate. He tried. I think he's trying to force it in there. That was Marshall Flagg on a middle route. Nothing going on there, and it was picked off by Plate. I mean, it was a beautiful diving catch from Plate.
Aiden Plate, what a great read. And just if it was a slight bit over Plate's hand, it would have been in there. But Plate, that's another kid we were talking about before.
But yeah, you know, there's some downsides to that interception, and they're looking at the 3-yard line.
Punt, pretty much.
Yeah, well, down to 3-yard line is Alter, so they're going to take this 1st and 10 at their own 3. Nobody is split out. Handoff up the middle, and at this time it's kind of hard to see who that was up the middle. Henry. Yeah, it was Henry. Henry takes it up the middle and gives him about 3 yards. At this point, you're just trying to get some breathing room.
Exactly. I mean, you're obviously in this game. You just want to get out of that, pretty much the danger zone, because you don't want your punter backed up in the end zone.
Yep. And that's even if you have to punt.
Exactly. That's true.
I mean, you're looking at the worst case scenario for Alter at this point. Spread formation, pistol formation. We got 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Send him in a shotgun. He's going to roll to the left, take it himself, but nothing going on there. And
should have pitched that one.
Yeah, he probably should have. He had number 34, Seth Morris, heading to the left side, but he decided to take it himself. Gives himself about a 2-yard gain, brings up about 5. 3rd down and 5 at the 8-yard line. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're looking at it right here, 3rd down and 5, are you going to pass it right here?
It's a tough call. I'm glad I'm not a coach, but I'd maybe pass it here.
All right, well, let's see what happens. Steneman drops back to pass. Yes, it is a pass. And it's the kick! Badin! Touchdown! We're going to catch you. That was. Holy smokes. Was that Joshua Hegeman? Joshua Hegeman does everything! The playmaker. The playmaker. When in doubt, if you need a big play, and you're already sitting over there in the sidelines and said, Hegeman, hey, you, look at me. Make a big play. And Joshua Hegeman's like, okay, coach, I will. Pick six. We'll call that a 10-yard pick six.
Hegeman had that all over.
I'm trying to look and see who that pass is intended for, but at this point, it's a pick six as a result. 23-14. Swinefoot's up for this extra point. And it looks like it's good.
Got it.
He's been on fire. Hegeman puts a pick six in the end zone, brings it to 24-14. Badin up on top of Alter. We're going to slip aside. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
Welcome back to Monroe Hornet Stadium, where it is Badin 24, Alter 14 on a Joshua Hegeman pick six. And there's a kick returned by number 11, Marcel O'Neill. O'Neill brings it all the way up to the 34-yard line where it's going to call progress. Joey, analyze that play here, man. I mean, that was a beautiful, beautiful read by Hegeman.
Absolutely. There was a nice little rollout there, and he just read it perfectly. It was so fast too.
Right.
I mean, but it was a trot in to the end zone.
All right, under a minute to play here in this third quarter. Hey, and once it looks like Alter's trying to grab a little bit of that advantage, that momentum to kind of creep back into this game, which they did, Badin says no. Hand off to number 5, and that is Brandon McDonald. And he runs it over to the right side. McDonald's hopping off the field. I think they tried to get him in there, and he's hurt.
Yeah.
You know, that's the guy that we were talking about, Joey, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it said no can do. Yeah, it looks like McDonald, he probably won't be coming back to this contest.
That's such a huge loss for Alter.
Yeah. Wow. Doggone. They try and get him in there to make some plays, and unfortunately it's not going to work out. One wide receiver split to the right.
Oh, this is red all over from Badin.
Steneman, well, after that missed handoff, he had 3 lead blockers, and it still didn't work. So that's going to bring up third down and 8.
Fourth quarter.
Yep.
Coming up.
Yep, third down and 8 at Alter's own 34-yard line. That's going to take us into the fourth quarter, Joey. 24-14. Badin up on top of Alter. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, start of this final period here, barring any extra innings or overtime here. 24.
That's a false start.
Yeah, 24-17. Badin up on top of Alter, and not a good.
O'Neill.
Yeah, not a good start for Alter on this third down play. False start on O'Neill, split out to the right. Brings up third down and about 13. Pushes it back to the Alter 29-yard line. Here comes Steneman in the shotgun. Two wide receivers split to the left, two to the right.
No!
And that was a swatted at the line of scrimmage. Hold on, Joey, let's see here. Swinefuss ends up catching this ball. All right, so let's look. Okay, a screen pass to one of their defenders. It was tipped in the air by an offensive lineman. I think number 69, Dane Lauer, went down to try and catch it, hit it back up, and then David Swinefuss runs it in for a touchdown.
Unreal.
Holy smokes. And if you could just take a peek at instant replay, I mean, to even fathom what we just saw. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Unbelievable.
Wow. Lauer smacks that screen pass, hits the ground, and as that ball is actually coming down, he swats it back up in the air, and then David Swinefuss snags it and runs it in the end zone. I would call that about a 15-yard pick six.
That's why you do the tip drill in practice.
There it is. So that brings it to 31-14.
Unreal.
Hey, you know what? All right. Some things to say about this play, and if you're Alter, that's just like a punch, like that. Something like that happening to you is just a punch. And if you're looking at it from this way, Badin's like, we're going to take that.
Exactly.
Take it.
I do not see Badin unless if a miracle happens. I see them running the ball throughout here on out.
Right. Well, when you got plays like that happening, that makes it gives you an opportunity to play a little bit safer on offense. And and if you're Badin's defense, you're just going to play containment. One thing I don't want to say is you never want to play prevent.
Yeah.
Don't play. I mean, it's a two-possession game. No, pardon me. It's a three-possession game, so you're down by 17. But I've always frowned upon the prevent defense, and I'd imagine if you're Nick Yorty, there's going to be no prevent here.
Absolutely. I'm just still stunned on what happened. Look at the Ram faithful bouncing.
Had kickoff from Swinefuss, and Swinefuss is the one that made that play, and he's coming up. He wants to make himself a tackle, too. I was watching him the entire time. Gets himself a pick six, and he wants to make himself a tackle, too. So, number 11, O'Neill brings the ball up to the 30, we'll call it the 38-yard line. That's where Alter's going to take this drive. What's going on with updates around the area, Joey?
Alrighty, first we have Trotwood Madison on top, 21-0 in the fourth quarter over St. Mary's, and St. X leading Elder 17-14 in the third, and then Coleraine over Fairfield 14-7 in the third.
Well, looks like Jaden Mays ends up picking off Coleraine pass, takes over at the 17-yard line, so it looked like that Coleraine was getting ready to do some attacking in the end zone. Seth Morris takes the hands off.
It's coming back, though. Saw a hold, I believe.
Yeah, we got to commend the defensive lineman for Badin. I mean, you got number 69, Dane Lauer. You got number 77, Hunter Harrison. We're missing a few of them, but just guys plugging up some holes. And you got to commend him for forcing Alter to hold too, because if you're forcing Alter to make some holding penalties, that means you're getting some pursuit inside there in the trenches.
We stated this earlier. This is a completely different defense than what it was in week 1 and 2.
31-14, Badin up on top of Alter. We're reaching the 11:30 mark of this fourth quarter. Steneman in the shotgun, toss over the middle, and number 10. He ended up getting Brian Shane in the air, and he gets crunched by number 11.
Guess who?
Number 11, Hageman. That ball a little bit too high for Brian Shane's liking there, so that's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 18 at Alter's own 30-yard line. Alter moving from left to right on your internet web device. Fake handoff. Cinnamon himself. It gets crunched.
My goodness.
Crunch. We got a little bit of a combination there from number 54, Evan Schlensker, and David Schweinefuss closing in to make that crunching play. Under 11 to play here. Yeah, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 18 at the 30-yard line. And if you're Badin, tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
Tick, tick, tick.
They've just been playing lights out this second half.
All right, let's see what Ed Domsites has in store here on his 3rd down play. One wide receiver split to the right side. Cinnamon under shotgun. Offside the pass. Has a couple men going downfield. And gets some blocking, and he gets pushed out of bounds. And that's going to be number 54, Evan Schlensker. He's made his name known this second half.
Yes, he has.
It looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit. That's way too long for Alter to make a decision to go for it.
Yeah.
Ball's lined up on the 29-yard line of Alter. Back to return are 2 of Badin's best playmakers. I would not want to kick that duo right there.
I could kick it out of bounds.
But they kick it to him.
Oh,
it looks like DeLong's going to get this out. No, I want to see some DeLong.
You're getting too excited there, aren't you?
DeLong. And actually, if you're Alter, it took a friendly bounce, and it did bounce to one of those playmakers. So Badin's going to take over at their own 36-yard line. We're going to step aside. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Report's YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Badin Highs, Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, Schweitzer in a shotgun, hand off to DeLong up the middle, juke and jive, splits the defensive lineman, and gets down to the 42-yard line. That's going to be a gain of 6.
This is what you're going to do for the next 10 minutes if you're Badin.
All day long, no-brainer.
Oh, I see what you did there, all day long.
All day long. I think I know my. But you know what? Hey, it's just not DeLong too. I mean, you've got Schweinefuss making a pick 6. You've got Joshua Hagen making a pick 6. Oh man! Everybody contributing on the Badin Rams end. Brings up 2nd down and 3 after a DeLong juke and jive 7-yard gain here. Shotgun formation, handoff to DeLong, splits and defenders. 1st down, brings it to their own 49-yard line. Hey, just a quiet, easy little 6-yard gain.
You know, I liked about that carry at the end. Lower the shoulder.
Absolutely.
Get a few more yards there.
Right. When you're lowering that shoulder too, you're also putting both hands on the ball. DeLong is not going to let that ball go.
No.
9:17 left to play in this contest. 31-14. If you're just tuning in, I'm Chris Vogt alongside Joey Vogt. Just when Alter's trying to make a little bit of a stab, a little bit of a plug to go up on top, Badin says, not tonight.
Their defense has been incredible.
DeLong shaking, bake,
found it
to the right side, bounces it. You're going to get himself a nice 15-yard gain. 1st and 10, brings it across the 50-yard line, down to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, moving the chains. But it does stop the clock. The clock is going to stop for them to reset this ball down to the 38. Once it's set, the clock is going to start back up.
Again, DeLong finding a hole, getting it, cutting it to the outside, getting yet another 1st down, making this even more difficult for Alter now.
Just keeping an eye on the trenches there. You've got Badin's offensive line. It looks like it's a little more of a delayed, some delayed action in terms of what DeLong's trying to do, and that's because he's trusting his offensive line.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of
Zach Schweitzer read that's a late hit.
I think that was too close for comfort there, but they didn't throw it. But Zach Schweitzer read it perfectly. A little bit of pursuit up the middle. Fake handoff to Alex DeLong. Kept it himself. Beautiful play by Schweitzer. Takes it down to the 35. Tick, tick, tick.
Yep.
Under 8 minutes to play here in the 4th. And we're going to keep you up to date in terms of the St. Mary's Trotwood Madison contest. Winner of this contest plays them at a site to be determined. We do not know where that site will be.
Right now it's 21-0 Trotwood Madison over St. Mary's Memorial.
Hand off to DeLong again. Juke and jiving down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be short, but
tick.
Yeah, brings up 3rd down and 1. 7:30 left to play here.
And other scores around the county as well. St. X and Elder 24-21, latest in the 3rd. And then Coleraine and Fairfield 14-7, Coleraine over Fairfield in the 3rd.
Keeping you posted with those scores as we get them. We're reaching the 7-minute mark here. Badin's not in any hurry. No waste of time here. Here comes Schweitzer, handoff to DeLong. DeLong gets himself 1st down. Move the chains. I don't know if that's going to be a... yeah, they're going to push it. And that's a signal. 1st down and 10 for Badin at the 28-yard line. 6:54. Clock's going to stop. Want to thank our sponsors for tonight, Matandy Steel, Mel's Diner in New Miami. We've got Performance Toyota. They are the ones that keep this clock ticking for the old Butler County High School Sports Report. And we're proud to say that we were able to provide all this action for you for no charge. 4 wide receiver set, 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Hand off to DeLong. Splits a couple defenders, gets himself down to the 25-yard line.
Oh, goodness gracious!
My goodness, a little 4-yard push, and that was all DeLong. All DeLong. It was either all DeLong or it was just also just didn't feel like tackling. Takes it down to the.
He doesn't go down.
21-yard line. 2nd down and 2. Badin's offensive line just wearing down Alter. I think Badin's been on the field offensively far too long for all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Under 6 to play here, 31-14. Badin up on top of Alter. You're listening to a Division III Region 12 regional semifinal here at Monroe Hornet Stadium. DeLong takes it. Touchdown! Alex DeLong, 18-yard jaunt. And I tell you what, that might be the with that little nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Icing on the cake there, buddy. So if we had a little bit of a performer of the night.
Yeah.
I think you're looking at it right there.
Yeah. And absolute incredible. This, I mean, it's a completely from what we looked at Badin week 1 and 2, started 0-2, and then knocking off 8 of 9 wins.
Yep.
It's a completely different team.
We were talking about how Badin and Yorty loves to do a little bit of more of the motion offense in terms of running behind the line of scrimmage, figuring some things out. And was talking to Talawanda head coach Larry Cox earlier this week and said Badin switched it up on us in the second half, and that's all they did for the remainder of the season. And you're looking at it right now. 38-14, Badin up on top of Alta. We're going to stay right here. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network. Our 3C Contracting Red Zone sponsor. We'd like to thank them for jumping on board with us. C3 Contracting, pole barns and garages built by C3 Contracting. You can call 513-519-4656 today for a complimentary quote for your next building project. That's C3 Contracting, proudly serving anywhere in Butler County. You can visit c3contracting.com.
What I've been noticing the past couple of weeks, when this Badin offense gets going, they are tough to stop. And it looks like, barring a miracle, they're going to get past that hump of the regional semis.
Yep. And I remember covering the game last year against Alter in the regional semifinals at Middletown. It was very cold.
Yeah.
Just like tonight. I wouldn't say last year was a lot colder. I think it was in the teens. I think you're looking at maybe upper 20s here. But Badin couldn't muster up a lot of offense against Alter last year. And as a result, Alter ended up taking the contest 13-0. And Alter was a state final participant. So, I mean, it goes to show you the competition that Alter brings to the table every year. 5:35 left to play here in this contest. 38-14, Badin up on top of Alter. Keep you up to date as Coleraine and Fairfield wind down. There's a short little pooch kick taken by number 11. O'Neill's got himself some running room to the right. Block. And I don't know, you may even call he tried to stay in bounds, but he's pushed out of bounds. A good 30-yard run into Badin territory at the 30-yard line.
C.J. Hicks there, downfield, making a few blocks there.
That was able to free him up for an extra 10 yards.
St. Mary's Memorial just got on the board. It is 21-7 in the fourth quarter, and then it is 21-7 as of right now in the third quarter. Coleraine over Fairfield.
Wow. Can't say enough about what Jason Krause and his Indians have been providing for Butler County High School Sports Reports in terms of coverage. They've been fantastic. And off to number 34, Seth Morgus.
Met by Gormley.
Nothing. You're right. I mean, you got 77, Hunter Harrison. You've got Gormley. You've got Dane Lauer. I mean, we're trying to name them all. Trenches have been won by Badin in the second half, without a doubt. 3 wide receivers set to the left, 1 to the right. Steneman takes it, fake handoff, looking, toss to the right, quick little out to number 11, and that is O'Neill. He gets pushed out of bounds. A little jawing over there.
Yeah.
That's all right. Marshall Flagg just trying to push him out of bounds, make a little bit of a play. Hey, he's just trying to let him know that, hey, I'm right here.
Yeah.
A quick little pass, going to be a 9-yard gain, brings up third down and 1 at the 21-yard line of Badin. Clock stops for Alter, so that's one of those pros into going out of bounds at this point in the contest.
Looking at up top.
2 wide receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Yeah, and Alter really hasn't done a lot of out routes in the end zone, but Steneman takes it himself.
I'd get up to the line quick if I was Alter.
Yeah, brings it to the 15-yard line. That brings us to the C3 Contracting red zone. It's pole barns and garages built by C3 Contracting. You can call 513-519-4656 today for a complimentary quote for your next building project. That's C3 Contracting, providing service anywhere in Butler County. Steneman in the backfield and takes a shotgun. Nobody helping him out. No pursuit from Badin. He jukes and jives, tosses it to the right side, and that's going to be a
good play.
Throwaway. Closest guy on that was O'Neill. Is that
Steneman's
down? I think number 54, Evan Schlensker, provided some contact there. Unfortunately, when I saw the pass go off, I really wasn't looking at where Schlensker was in terms of that hit. But Steneman's down, and we're going to hope he's okay. You never want to see anybody hurt at this point in the season, and actually all season.
Yeah.
You know. So, but we're going to step aside as the Alter training staff attends to him. You're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network.
We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Performance Toyota, located on Route 4 in Fairfield. Never pay more when you shop Route 4. Performance Toyota. Matandy Steel, a proud supporter of Badin Athletics. Bird's Grill and Bar, our Fan of the Day sponsor. Rick's Tavern and Grill, our gift certificate sponsor. SuccessPhoto.com, professional images of your local student athletes. And Mel's Diner, located in the heart of the village, a proud supporter of New Miami Athletics. We thank you for listening to a live broadcast on the Butler County High School Sports Reports YouTube channel. We encourage you to check out our website at www.bchssreport.com for all your local prep sports, results, stories, and student-athlete features. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Hey, this is Badin High's Alex DeLong, and you're listening to Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network.
All right, Stedman walks off the field all by himself. And you know what, Joey? At this time in the year, you've got someone like O'Neal who's going to. Brian Shane who's going to hop right on in at the quarterback duties. He's going to take it himself.
Oh wow!
Nice little play by
still going
by Brian Shane, and he brings it down inside the 5-yard line to the 4. Yeah, that's difficult to do if you're Brian Shane, just hopping right on in there.
Yeah. Just another quick score update. Coleraine pulling away from Fairfield after a pick 6, as reported by Jacob Bingham. 28-7 there at Princeton High School.
Boy, I'll tell you what.
Tough one.
Yeah, tough one to swallow there after an overtime loss to Coleraine. Fairfield trying to get over that hump there in terms of knocking Coleraine off of just a winning streak and a half.
Yeah. Looks like we had a personal foul, I guess, on Alter.
Yeah, we heard some boos from the Alter contingent over here. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Shane is in the shotgun. Looks like the offensive scheme isn't going to change much at all.
Now we got a referee huddle here, no?
Hey, where are you going after the game? Yeah, Joey, what are you doing after the game?
I'm relaxing at home, yeah.
I'll bang out a story once I get home here.
There you go.
Brian Shane in the shotgun.
There's
our little
that was a good
route.
look, too.
And it's wanted away by
Hageman.
Yep, none other than Hageman making a play. That pass from Shane was intended for C.J. Hicks.
Is it possible to have co-players of the game, Chris?
We can have as many players of the game as possible if you want. How many you want?
Let's get 2.
All right.
Get 2.
Well, I'll let you name them, Joey.
It's pretty simple. Hageman and DeLong has been outstanding tonight.
And Shane in the shotgun. Fake handoff, takes it himself. And Shane's doing a good job of doing the read option.
Yeah.
You know, and not that Steneman didn't provide the consistency of offense, but I tell you what, Shane's been able to utilize that read quarterback option in the shotgun, and 2 really good runs. Brings up 3rd down and 8 at the 10-yard line.
He might even read it a little bit better than Steneman, and he gets quick off the line too.
Two wide receivers set to the left and 2 to the right. Shane's going to take the snap.
Going to carry it again, up the middle,
and he's going to plunge into the end zone. Shane, a nice little quick hitter there for Alter, and it brings it to 38-20. And if you're Alter, hey, you're not out of it yet. You know, you're not out of it.
No.
You still got 3:17 left to play. We've seen wackier things happen, Joey.
That is
I think
true.
We've said that just about every broadcast. Wackier things have happened. And we're going to line up for the extra point here. 3:17 left to play if you're just tuning in. Steneman has left the game, injured during this drive from Alter. And Shane has came in, nice little 8-yard quarterback keeper up the middle. And the extra point was up and good, but some laundry's on the play, Joey. I wasn't quite looking. I was
not as well.
Kind of fiddle farting around there, so I apologize about that. We're not giving our audience a professional professional broadcast. Shame on us.
I believe it was Chris, I can't tell you what it was.
Well, it got moved back 5 yards, so it was on Alter, and that's all we know there. So they're gonna have to retry this extra point. The first one was good. Snap, hold, kick. And
got it.
Just like the first one, 38-21. Alter trying to close. Is there another? Mark Pendleton from the Dayton Daily News to say, what's going on? Kick is good. However, personal foul
Oy.
on Alter again, and that's going to actually make the kickoff not a good one. But, you know, at this point, I think you're looking at Alter's probably going to onside kick it regardless. That's what it's going to be.
Well, there is 3 minutes left in that Trotwood-Madison game, and it looks like they will punch their ticket to the regional final, and they will get the winner, barring a miracle here.
Well, it's a 17-point game, so it's a 3-possession game regardless, so Badin has the advantage here.
They will get the winner of this one to a not yet know where they're going to play next week.
Yeah, we will not know. But we're going to see if we can get up there and broadcast that one as well, barring availability and whatnot. I want to thank Monroe Athletic Director Eric Silverman for hooking us up with this is the third time we've been up here covering the contest. We covered Monroe Madison, Monroe Valley View, and now Badin Alter, and it's been nothing but hospitality greatness. So we appreciate Monroe High School and Eric Silverman and company. And chatted with Monroe coach Bob Mullins prior to this contest. He's over there running the gate. He's excited for next season. They'll get on the chop block here. So Hegeman.
Oh, what a block!
Yeah, I think number 15.
Oh my
number 15,
Lord.
Max Lauer dropped one of the Alter return coverage guys on that, and Hegeman takes the ball at the 35-yard line. That's where Badin's going to start one of these final drives as we're closing out this contest. 38-21, Badin over Alter.
And just to go back on what you said about Monroe, they have the last few games of the season, they played extremely well.
Yep.
And there is full confidence in Coach Mullins, and I believe they'll be a very, very good team in the future.
Yep. He told me today that they lost some key players, but you know what? You can't grow without having your young fellows understand the game and grow with you. So
absolutely,
they're going to look for getting those youngsters out there and a little more experience. Under 3 minutes left to play, 38-21. Badin up on top of Alter, brings up 2nd down and 9 for Badin at the 36-yard line. I always got to say it. We're going to thank our producers, Joey Vogt and Chris Vogt.
No, we every start of the week, I send out a text, a nice long text of what I will provide every broadcast. So it's cool. It's a cool thing.
I appreciate what you have been providing. DeLong up the middle. It's a no-brainer there. And brings it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 5-yard gain. 3rd down and 5. And we're looking at about approaching 2 minutes left to play here in the contest. Put on my jacket. We'll go on down and chat with some players and coaches here shortly. We're looking at the temp at kickoff. I think we're looking at around 25, 26 degrees. It was a wee bit chilly. 1:48 left to play here. Badin up on top, 38-21. Handoff up the middle to none other than Alex DeLong. And plugging the hole is the Alter defense. Brings up 4th down and 1. And if you're Yorty, you're probably just going to either quarterback sneak it,
or let the time tick,
or just punt. You might be calling a timeout too if you're Badin. Just let the clock tick down. I want to thank you for listening to the Butler County High School Sports Report Radio Network. Don't know where we'll be next week, barring this Fairfield contest against Colerain. Looks like Colerain is ideally looking at 28-7 in the 4th quarter. Not going to say that's in the bag as of late, but it may look like Colerain's going to pull this one out.
Chris, Badin has done pretty much the unthinkable and beat Alter twice.
Yep, right.
And they earlier in the season in October, Badin defeated Alter for the first time in 22 years. And you can tell they were gaining momentum then. They just keep scoring points. And when this offense gets going, it's tough to stop. And look at the herd.
The herd is making themselves heard. You like what I did there?
That's a good one. Look at you.
And there's a punt by Badin. Not really much of anything there. A skyscraper. It bounces at the 40.
That was a 15-yard punt. It was a boom up in the air.
All right, yeah, that's going to be Alter taking over this possession at their own 42-yard line.
I think what really won this in the second half has got to be Badin's defense and the 2 pick sixes, especially the little tip down here on the sideline. Their defense has been extremely good this half. It's just been remarkable.
Well, when you've got an offense that's been clicking like Badin's, and you have extracurricular scoring opportunities like that from Badin, it's on defense. That's 14 points that you wouldn't expect to be put on the board. You're just hoping to play containment defense and force as many 3-and-outs or early offensive possessions from Alter, and then you're getting points off that.
Absolutely.
I mean that's a situation that Nick Yorty is all excited about.
And I mean, you take away those 2 turnovers, and you're looking at a 24-21 game. Realistically.
There's a pass on over to number 17, Tyler Brooks. That pass was from number 10, Shane.
Good tackle by Flagg there.
Yeah, that was about a 6-yard gain. Under 30 seconds left to play here at Monroe Hornet Stadium. Ed Domsites is going to let the clock tick. He's going to allow his 2 timeouts to stay up on top of the board here. Hand off to number 34, and that is Seth Morris. Seth Morris driving the legs down to the 40-yard line. And that's out of bounds. Brings a first down. Clock stopped.
I think we got some students lining up here. Are they looking to run the field here?
I don't know. No, I think I don't know if they're allowed doing that. So I think they're just going to wait for the base football contingents to run up and corral them. Seth Morris up the middle, and that's going to be it, Joey.
And Badin conquers Alter twice.
Well, that's Badin 38. Alter 21. That's going to be a final here at Monroe Hornet Stadium. Joey, all right, quickly run through what we saw here. First half, Badin grabbed some momentum. Alter kind of saying, no, you're not going to get away with it. And Badin's defense in the second half, 2 touchdown pick sixes, like you were talking about, probably the ultimate decider.
I would say that. I mean, Alter did a good job containing DeLong in the second half, but it ultimately came down to DeLong's 150-plus yard rushing in the first half. He just torched Alter. And then in the second half, it was all about Badin's defense, as you said. And you take away those 2 touchdowns, pick sixes, you're looking at an easy 24-21 game.
Well, you're listening to the Butler County High School Sports Reports Radio Network. I'm Chris Vogt, alongside Joey Vogt. Can't thank Monroe High Athletic Director Eric Silverman enough. I want to thank you, Joey, for joining us for this great broadcast, another successful broadcast. We hope that you can tune in for future broadcasts. Stay hooked up to our Twitter account at BCHSS Reports for updates on where we'll be next week. So, well, we're going to call a final here, 38-21, Badin over Alter.